So 2 years ago, I got a job which had been on my bucket list since I was a kid, which was researching manta rays with the Manta Trust out in the Maldives. And about 2 weeks into my job, I was out kind of chasing this group of mantas while snorkeling when the water suddenly became about a meter, it was kind of the top meter of water was suddenly really thick with pollution, and it was like oils, tea bags, tea bag wrappers, loads of fruit floating around. And then I swam face first into a period pad. And about a year after that, I've joined an organisation called City to Sea, which is a plastic pollution, or anti-plastic pollution campaigning organisation. And now one of the campaigns that I work on is called Plastic-Free Periods. So here's a little video which kind of kicked off the campaign before I joined. And this is our founder, Natalie Fee, who some of you might have met at ECF before. We do a lot of bathroom and toilet-based campaigning at City to Sea. So yeah, that was one of the first videos that City to Sea ever created, and within about 6 weeks, it had 3 million views. And we were featured in a Guardian article about eco-friendly period product alternatives, which was amazing for kind of one of the first campaigns that had been run by City to Sea, and I think really highlighted the importance of having an attention-grabbing video thumbnail, essentially, which was the pants with plastic bags coming out of them. And the kind of goal of this phase of the campaign was to change flushing behaviour around period products. And now we're looking at moving forward onto normalising and helping to mainstream the use of disposable plastic-free products, but also reusable products. And we're kind of doing that via raising awareness of the benefits of those products, which include health benefits, benefits for the environment, but also money-saving benefits. So one figure has, or some research has shown that you can save up to 94% of what you would have spent on disposable products by switching to reusables. So we've done that through a few videos, using just kind of normal people to help address some of the questions that people have about these products, and do some kind of myth busting around that as well, because a lot of people actually think the opposite and think that they're very expensive, which initially they are, but in the long term you save a hell of a lot of money. Unfortunately, none of these videos have done quite so well as the one with our founder pulling plastic out of her pants. Don't know why. We're also part of something called the Environmental Coalition, which is a coalition run by the Women's Environmental Network. There's about 40 organisations in that who run something called Environmental Week in October. So we linked a lot of our activity to that week, and that included a couple of those videos, a live event in Bristol, and then this online panel discussion with some period experts. It also turns out that the kind of main reason that people flush a lot of products or are afraid to talk about reusable products is shame and stigma around periods. So last year we experimented with using these quite beautiful graphics and then some poetry, both some silly poetry and some more kind of serious and more emotive stuff, to try and get more people involved in the conversation and make more of an emotional connection to what they were talking about. One of our biggest successes was getting on BBC Women's Hour, and after we went on that, we found out from one company who sell reusable pads that their sales tripled in the 3 days following that interview. So as I'm sure loads of you know, it can be quite tricky to measure like the impact of awareness raising campaigns, so that was really awesome for us to have that statistic. And we're part of this kind of broader movement in this area to allow people to have more access to toxic-free and plastic-free products and better education about periods. And these are some kind of other facts that show that there's some success in this area from the whole movement, which hopefully we've contributed. So sales of disposables have dropped in the last couple of years, and there have been a lot more Google searches for menstrual cup, with people wondering what on earth that is and how to use it, which is some of the things that we try to address in our videos. So moving forward, we're looking at addressing government and the NHS more, because they've both agreed to provide free products to students and to patients. We're also going to be talking more to retailers and manufacturers, and we have a schools programme which we've trialled in 14 schools with 850 students that we're trying to get funding to roll out nationwide. So yeah, if anybody has any ideas of other ways that we can help kind of get this out to a wider audience, I would be really interested to hear that, or if anyone thinks they might be able to collaborate with this project, that would be great. Thank you.